You can do anything you put your mind to. Nothing is impossible. You can reach for the sky and get there.
What a great sentiment. You can do anything. It's all possible. But what if it's not? You know, Plan B deals with things that aren't possible. Things may get in the way, like a global pandemic. Who could have predicted that one? Well, there were scientists who did predict it, but things get in the way. Say you were a young child and you loved to dance and you dreamed of being a ballerina, but your body didn't grow into a ballerina's body. And, that was never going to be. Say you want to be a Major League Baseball player and you just didn't have the talent. I was a pretty good athlete in high school. When I got to college, I was a small fish in a big pond for the first time. There were things that just weren't going to happen. And what you do about it is crucial to forming a plan B. What you going to do, Bunky? The first thing to do is get some perspective on the problem. Is it really the worst thing that ever happened to you? Probably not. We often catastrophize about things that we can readily overcome. Overcoming is part of that process of frankly toughening up, pushing yourself beyond, developing that resilience to pivot and form a plan B. I didn't deserve to have this bad thing happen. I want you to think for a minute, what are the undeserved good things that have happened to you that you just didn't deserve? They just happened by chance. And I'm sure what you're going to find is they outweigh the undeserved bad things that have happened. I hit some very lucky breaks through my life, and I'm living in actually plan D. You got to sometimes go beyond plan B because that doesn't work out either. That whole aspect of forming a plan B is taking stock of what you do have. What are your assets? What are your skills? Who's there to support you in life? And it really should stem out of not what you can do, but what Simon Sinek says is your why. Why are you going about doing a particular thing? You know, you have a particular goal, and you have to ask yourself, why is that goal meaningful to me? Why is that important? And then the secondary question is saying, okay, are there other ways of me meeting that why, fulfilling that urge in me to either create something, be something? And sometimes those aspects that we once dreamed upon having in our life, like being a professional baseball, we play baseball just for the love of it. Yeah, is it about the belief in where being a pro ball player will get you in your life, fame, fortune, people adoring you? Or is it the love of the game? If it's not the love of the game, then if you don't become a pro baseball player, you'll probably never play baseball again. But if your why is about love of the game, God, you'll find a way to play. It doesn't matter whether you're paid millions of dollars or you just have fun at it. Again, coming from that perspective of why makes your best plan B ever. I'll tell you a story about a friend of mine who worked in the emergency room named Matt. Matt was a bright guy, funny, smart, and he applied to med school twice, two seasons of applying, and he didn't get in. And right now, Matt is a firefighter. He got in touch with his why. It was about helping people, it was about being there for people. And he has formed a really nice career as a firefighter. Ultimately, it's not about money, it's about the satisfaction you get from what you're doing. And that directly relates to your why about doing things. And sometimes that why is a means to an end why. It allows you to pull out and support your family in ways, but whatever it is, that is your basis for forming the best plan B ever. So let's review. Get perspective. Is it really the worst thing that can ever happen to you? It's like a global pandemic. We know what we got to do. We got to wash our hands. We got to socially distance. We have to be careful. We'll get through this. Life will come to some changes, but life will resume. It's going to happen. Is it necessarily the worst thing that ever happened to you? Probably not. Does the good that's undeserved in your life outweigh the bad? Yeah, I'm guessing probably a ratio of 5 to 10 to 1. I can just keep going on about the lucky things that I had nothing to do with that have served me well in my life. We all have a little bit of luck and undeserved good things, and they outweigh the bad. And certainly, I gotta say, I've had undeserved bad things happen in my life. That's why I'm in plan D. Things were just not going to happen the way I envisioned and dreamed they would. Life got in the way. Circumstances out of my control got in the way. And so here I am talking to you right now in my plan, actually D. Take stock of your resources. Who's there to help you on your journey? We never get any place really alone. We always get there with some help from other people. Who's there in your life for you? And most importantly of all, what is your why for wanting to do what you want to do? Take it from your original plan or goal. And while everything is possible, let's let a little reality creep in. Sometimes it's not. And we have to pivot and figure out, what are we going to do now? How are we going to move ourselves forward in our life? This is G.H. Glade for Coaching ADD. I want you to be aware of sharing this information, because good information is worth sharing. Give me a like. I appreciate those. Write some comments. I respond to all the comments. I look for them weekly. If you just want to leave a comment to say hi, that's great too. Until next time, and next time is next Monday when I'll post again. Take care.